Hey guys, welcome back to Beast Quest, Series 21, I believe, just check. Yep, Series 21, Book 2, and that of course being none other than Skrar the Night Scavenger. So like always, in-depth story analysis and then my overall thoughts on this epic adventure. With that being said, let's get through with this. Right, Tom and Eleanor were observing the totem of Grimon that had appeared ever since the mighty beast accidentally killed himself. The totem was spreading decay across the land, and soon enough Daltec visited, showing Adaro was not doing so well. However, there was some good news. Daltec introduced Lyra, a Henkralian, which is what I call them from, the race of people from Henkral. I call them Henkralians, who planned to be the new witch of Henkral since Kensa's departure. Aside from the crush that Daltec was having on Lyra, she transformed Storm into a Pegasus-like creature, so they could find, well, not a Pegasus-like creature, but a Pegasus horse, so they could find Malval faster. However, the spell was temporarily, so they would have to hurry. I should also mention King Hugo's child is born, and it's a boy. The king planned to return to Avanti to help, but Tom didn't think that was a good idea, but it was too late. They had lost contact with Daltec, so the king is coming back to Avanti, apparently to help. Tom and friends rode off to the northern mountains to find a village was attacked by an earthquake. After freeing one of their friends with aid of Storm's new flight, they explained that Arcta had been visiting for a while now. Tom assured to the people he would find out what's going on as he rode with Eleanor, and they found... Tom told the people, I'm going to find out what's going on. He and Eleanor go off in a bit, and they finally spotted Arcta laying on the ground, and they assumed he might be dead. So that's a bit of tension right there. Our heroes landed, and thanks to the power of the red jewel, Tom sensed Arcta was alive. He was under the sleep spell like Epos and Adaro, so that explains how Adaro is also under the sleep spell like the six beasts of Avantia. Our heroes then moved out as they felt a presence. It was revealed to be Malval, summoning another beast from the Netherworld. Our heroes tried to stop Malval, but it was too late. The next beast, Skrar, had arrived. Skrar showed off his incredible powers. He could melt the ground, smash rocks with ease, and shake the ground when he landed. Tom wanted to use his shield tokens, but he knew he couldn't due to Malval's new magic. After a scuffle, Tom saw a plan forming. Noticing a river, he wondered if Skrar was tricked into falling into those waters. His fur would, if he was tricked into going into those waters, his fur would sink him down, similar to how Troyan was defeated. After a few tries, Tom got Scarar's attention, and they both plummeted towards the river's waters. Tom and Skrar got into an underwater battle, showing that Skrar could not only hold his own underwater, but also being underwater was a simple recharge for Skrar. The longer he was in contact with the water, the hotter Skrar would heat it, giving him a revived boost. The fight was so great, Tom and Skrar were out cold. The entire river was evaporated. Malval let loose an avalanche to bury our heroes. Tom had recovered with Eleanor by his side. Tom was about to escape when everything went black. Boom. Tom awoke to see Eleanor. She reminded him what happened. They checked the avalanche to confirm that Skrar was dead, and from the evidence it appeared he was. Tom and Eleanor were planning to go after Malval until Storm came to them to show them that Arcta had been taken by the villagers. Our heroes raced back to the village to stop the villagers from burning Arcta, as they thought he was dead. Tom and Eleanor wanted to stop this, but they couldn't harm the villagers, which allowed our heroes to be disarmed and sentenced to be burned. Tom and Eleanor were about to be set ablaze along with Arcta when Storm came to the rescue, knocking the fire pit on its own weight, sending Arcta and our heroes tumbling free. Tom planned to stop Ched, the village leader, and after a brief scuffle, an evil force was separated from Ched, revealing it to be Malval controlling Ched. In hopes of destroying Arcta and our heroes, the villagers all helped save Arcta from being burnt to death, but despite their victory, things got bad when Skrar was running this way. He had survived the avalanche. Tom formed a plan. While he and the villagers prepared a trunk tree trap, Eleanor distracted Skrar on Storm. Soon enough, the trap was ready, and Tom dared Skrar to get him. It worked, and timing it right, Tom's trap worked, pinning down the Night Scavenger. Tom demanded Skrar now surrender, which caused him to disintegrate into a totem like Grimon had done. Tom knew this was no time to celebrate. As long as Malval roamed these lands, Avantia was never safe. I didn't really understood what Scarar's totem does. Doraemon was a weaker beast for sure, but at least his totem did something that seemed to pose a threat to Avantia, you know, spreading decay to the land. Scarar's doesn't seem to do anything, so I'm wondering why that is, and hopefully we will get an explanation why in the next book. No, that's my overall thoughts on Skrar, the Night Scavenger. I think I did pretty well with this one when it comes to the overall analysis. A few little scuffles here and there, but nothing too major. I think I did pretty well. But yeah, there it is, Skrar. This is a very interesting way of doing the beast stuff, because there's a bit of a beast scuffle. Mainly the fight takes place underwater, so it does show that yes, due to Scarar's reptilian, Skrar is a unique type of beast because he's like part crocodile with the tail. He's part coyote, part he's like a fusion of a great morph of animals put together, and that is a nice idea. And I do like that. Water could be a fire-like beast like Skrar, but no, he finds a way. He's another one of those beasts who I think it was it Rykar who did the similar thing? Yeah, he was. It was Rykar who did a similar thing. He was a fire beast, but he found a way to get rid of the water weakness. So yeah, where he was able to fire his breath so powerful enough it could evaporate water. It's a similar thing with Skrar here. Skrar has when he's under the water, he will still get hotter and hotter, able to absorb all the water around him and use it as an energy boost, so that the water will become like a sauna for him. And eventually the fight got so intense, I think what happened in that fight was Skrar tried to evaporate all the water and it got too much for him. And what happened was he knocked himself out in the blast. So that's what I think what happened in the fight, because if this is his strength, why did he still lose in that little scuffle? But I think it's not because of Tom, but he absorbed so much of the river, the entire thing, it overwhelmed him, so his own powers, his own ability turned on himself, and that's what caused him to go down the first time. But yeah, I do like Skrar. He's a very, and yes, I am talking the beast. Normally I go over Tom first, but I do want to go over Skrar real quick. So yeah, I do like Skrar. He's a very interesting way of doing the beast stuff. They take him out like a middle of the book, and you think he's done, but no, he comes back for one final chapter, and it's nice to see Tom beat him. And Eleanor, I will say, this is a victory due to Tom and Eleanor, because Eleanor helped distract the beast in order to get the plan working, so this is a dual victory thing. So I do like this book more than the first one, based on that, and of course Grima was kind of an easy beast to beat. It's kind of silly. Anyway, though, let's go over the human characters now. Tom, main character, easily one of his better books. He's still in the main role. He still leads the fight, hoping to save Avantia. He gets his tactical moments, with the Beast and Skrar, tricking him. I do like this. He uses his past battles to help him. Give ideas how to be a beast. Like the Trelion idea comes back into play. And even though it failed, it was nice to see Tom go that route, because I never seen that side of Tom before. I never seen him brought back all older ideas. Maybe we have in older books, but I haven't seen it to this extent. But yeah, there's my little thought on Tom. I think he did a really well job. Eleanor, she gets back to the side role, but I feel like she's not too shafted back. There's enough of her to keep her still in the plot. Storm, I think he's the second most developed character, and that's saying something. Normally Storm is one of the damsels, but no. So ever since Storm gets brand new wings, he gets 2 moments of awesomeness. One, he's the one who informs our heroes that the villagers have captured Arthur, and if they didn't know that, then Arthur would have died. 2, he's the one who helps save our heroes before they get burned to death. So yeah, and 3, he helps stop Skrar from coming to ruin Tom's plan. So yeah, Storm gets 3 badass moments, and that's awesome for Storm. Malvel, of course, a very deceiving villain, finding new methods of tactic to destroy our heroes, with Beast, with an avalanche, and of course at the end using Tom's own people against him. So in overall, I think Malvel was a very well-handled villain, coming out different ways of doing it against Tom here, which is something that you see in the series with Malvel a lot. Normally he'll trick the heroes, normally he'll just send a beast after him, and normally he'll just do it himself. But in this book, we get to see all three of those little character traits as well. The avalanche being a personal fight, the beast stuff being the standard Marvel plot, and of course you've got the deception with the people at the end. I think this book really hits all the notes, really. There's nothing really that much bad about Skrar that I disliked at all. But so overall, though, my thoughts on Skrar, I say it's definitely a better book than Greymon. The only one little problem I have with this book is I don't understand what Skrar's totem does, and I really hope we get some information on that in the next book, so hopefully that will come true. But that's my little read on Skrar, the Night Scavenger. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to like, comment, go subscribe, the good stuff. And join us next time on Beast Quest. We'll be continuing on the Series 21 series, and that will be, a lot of people have been looking forward to this one, Tyrantix, the Bone Spider. Till next time, guys, peace.